Hi, I'm Judith Kingsbury from SavvyVegetarian.com. Today I'm going to do the second installment of chopping vegetables with a chef's knife. In the first installment, I showed you how to sharpen a knife, and of course today I'm going to sharpen my knife before I start. So there's my knife, lovely and sharp, and my paring knife too. I'll sharpen that. So we're going to do some harder vegetables today, a little more complicated than, a carrot. I'll start with a winter squash. There's different ways you can cook this. You can just chop it into chunks and bake it, or you can peel the whole darn thing and then cut it into chunks. So we're going to do a combination of those things. First I'm going to chop some chunks, just about that thickness. Put them in a baking pan and bake them. Or you can peel it, just peel it all the way around. All right. So to cut it in chunks, first get the knife stuck in it like that. Cut it in half. Now scoop out the innards with a spoon. Now cut it in chunks. Cut each half in half again. Cut out the stem. And slice it. I'm doing 1/2-inch slices. And cut it in chunks again. Go for bite-sized chunks. That usually works. If you want a little bigger ones, like if you're roasting, just cut them bigger. Now, also another way to cut and peel them is to cut it in pieces like that, and then peel each one. If you don't want to use the whole squash, for instance, then you can cut that up into chunks. There we go. Okay, here is an onion.
Yes.
First cut off the top. Now cut the onion in half. Then peel away the skin. And cut off the bottom, skin and all. Then if you just want onion slices, get a good grip on the onion and just slice them like that. Turn it over on its side again when you get to the end. Now if you want minced onion, just turn them and chop them the other way. Now that's pretty roughly minced. If you want them fine minced, just go over them again. Oh, my eyes are starting to tear up now. Okay, onion. Now what about a sweet potato? You can bake these whole or cut them in half and bake them, cover them with foil, and then scoop out the insides. Or if you want them in chunks to put them in a stew, just peel them, snip off the ends. Now to cut it in slices, it's a little rocky, but if you grab it on each side like that and push the knife through it, and slice them lengthwise. And turn them and slice them crosswise. Again, you can cut bigger chunks if you want to roast them. This is about the size I cut for using in a soup or a stew. Some cauliflower. I don't usually cut a whole head of cauliflower at one time. What I do is get a good grip on it, cut off these leaves on the bottom, then cut out pieces like that. You can keep the rest of the cauliflower for another meal. That should be enough for now. Then I just grab it on each side, cut through the middle. Cut it in chunks. I'm sure there are more artistic ways to do this, but this is quick and easy. But once it cooks, it all breaks up anyway. So no point in getting too carried away. Broccoli is always fun. What I do is peel the stem, because that's tough. Cut a bit off the end. That's how I used to get my kids to eat broccoli, was tell them these were broccoli cookies, and these were broccoli flowers. Then just cut each flower away. You can make some of these a little smaller if you want to, for quicker cooking. That's how I cut broccoli. You can use these vegetables in a soup, or a stir fry, or roast them, or chop them smaller and put them in a salad. Caramelize your onions. Add them to anything you like, but the first thing to do is get them chopped. And you notice that went really, really fast using a chef's knife, a sharp one.